Modern cities are a vast, confusing weave of technologies. Some we come across every day. Others are less obvious, tucked away, out of sight. Down below our streets is another world, one that we depend on, although we rarely see it. It's an intricate system, a virtual highway of pipes, conduits, and wires that transports everything that's vital to our urban lifestyle. The water that flows to our taps, the gas that runs our stoves and heaters, the sewage that has to be taken away and treated. New technologies mixed with the old as underground corridors of cables and wires thousands of kilometers long bring us telephone and internet connections, as well as electricity, cable television, and fiber optic road signs, even traffic lights. As our cities grow into megacities with tens of millions of people, the world below our streets becomes more critical and more under strain. Only the latest technologies will keep our cities going, both above ground and down in the hidden city. We live above ground, spending our days on the streets and sidewalks. But these are merely coverings over a very organized network of utilities and services. Closest to the surface and running to about 1 to 1.5 meters below ground are what's called the dry utilities like gas, hydro, telephone, and other cables. Beyond 2 meters, just below where the ground typically freezes in winter, are placed the wet utilities. This is where we find the water mains and the steam pipes. Some of these eventually connect to the sewage system. Below the wet utilities is a level we are most familiar with. Here we find shopping concourses and parking garages, all increasingly common features in large cities where the residents want to be protected from heat and cold and where parking space is at a premium. Below this, firmly placed in more solid ground, are the subway lines and stations found in most major cities. And finally, deeply buried more than 60 meters down, removed from the sidewalks and sunlight, we find the sewers and wastewater tunnels. Down in the hidden city, fiber optic cables are the new kids on the block. Carrying data for the information highway, they have been installed anywhere space is available. But being a newcomer is not completely a disadvantage. Fiber optic companies have been able to use the latest technologies for hidden city installation. Fiber optic cables can be piggybacked onto just about any structure, even the side of a bridge, or run under the city using old cement pipes or any other system that's being overhauled. In fact, these days, when any new project is started underground, like the extension, necessity makes strange bedfellows, and one place that fiber optic cables have found a home is in the sewer system. But to install them, you need the most advanced tools available for working in the hidden city. First, the sewer is cleaned with high-powered hoses. After the cleaning, a robot mounted with a camera is lowered into the pipes, feeding back images via closed-circuit television. The pictures will show obstructions or any dangers like rats. Rats love the taste of fiber optic cables, but that's a very expensive meal. The cable will be treated to protect it from their little teeth, as well as from any chemicals which may be in the wastewater. The fiber optic cable is drawn into the sewer and reserves are stored in a manhole entrance. Protectors are attached to prevent damage to the cable as it travels through the pipes. Special collars are installed in the manhole for cable connections and customer branches. And now, everything's ready for the installation robot to do its work. Something that usually happens very late at night.
Working at night usually leaves us more flexibility and more flexibility to municipalities as well. We are trying to work in off-peak hours in order to ease up the regular day-to-day activities of the city.
This advanced robot has multiple functions designed to make fiber optic cable installation in a sewer easy, inexpensive, and efficient. There is a gas sensor that monitors the air in the pipes for noxious gases. The base of the robot is a traveling wagon. Farther up front, the working head contains a fastening device to lay the cable onto the pipe, and a diamond cutter which can cut a 15mm hole in the side of the pipe, whether it's vitrified clay, fiber cement, or even concrete. Finally, the robot comes with a magazine to hold the tie bolts, which will attach the cable. As the robot works, all its movements are monitored and recorded by 5 television cameras. The workers get ready for a night of fiber optic cable laying. No traffic will be disrupted, no businesses will lose money. There will be no open trenches and no neighbors complaining about the noise. Their robot is both fast and flexible. Its traveling wagon can take it through pipes as small as 200mm in diameter, and it can work in pipes that are 6 times that large. This is work that could not be done by conventional means. The pipes are too small and too smelly to send men into. As it begins its work, the robot picks up the cable that was previously laid in the sewer and fixes it to the pipe, attaching it with tie bolts every 1 meter. As far as speed goes, this robot is a very fast worker, able to work 8 times faster than with conventional in-ground methods.
Under ideal conditions, with this technology, we can lay the fiber at average speed of 1 meter per minute. Using all regular parameters of in a shift, a little bit of downtime, I would say on average we can install up to 500-600 meters in one shift.
We can only imagine what the future will bring. Perhaps our hidden cities will be more transparent. No doubt they'll be more complex. As technologies continue to develop, we'll still have to put our infrastructure somewhere where it doesn't interfere with our daily lives. As our cities grow into megacities filled with tens of millions of people, there will always be part of them that are tucked away from view. There will always be a hidden city.